Greetings and welcome everyone to my Prince of Persia, the Two Thrones Let's Play.
Once again, you have denied us victory. How many times did I warn you that nothing good would come of pursuing that girl? We would not be in this situation if you had just stayed focused.
Enough! All you do is taunt and insult me. I do not know what you are planning, but I know that I do not trust you. And I am ashamed that I ever did.
I have nothing but noble intentions.
I understand now what it means to be noble, and you are none of those things.
You self-righteous bastard!
I have put up with you for entirely too long. Be silent. Let me finish my task. And then we shall see what to do about you.
Oh yes, I forgot who's really in charge.
Ooh, Trouble in Paradise, Prince and Dark Prince, I think so. Some character development, I like that. Anyway, as soon as you get down here, what you want to do is you want to attack these little dudes down here. Because your health is always draining as a Dark Prince, there isn't that much of an opportunity to get sands, so you may want to just kill these guys and collect their sands and then start running away. So, as soon as you kill them, just pick up their sands and then run for your life. Don't even bother fighting them, you don't need to, you'll just be wasting your time and their time, and hey, they get to live, so that's something. Now, this whole section here is basically just a test of your abilities to play as the Dark Prince. Your health is always draining, there's not that many checkpoints, you've got to do a lot of platforming related to the Dark Prince's abilities, you know, lots of jumping, then pressing triangle or Y in order to use your little whip thing, stuff like that. And now up here, normally these monsters you'll want to fight them, but just ignore them. You don't even need them. You can just shimmy right away from them and just be fine.
Listen, Prince, and look around. We are in a well. But do you hear water? Do you see it? Feel its moist embrace? Why, I think it's gone. I think the Vizier has drained it. How long do you think you can maintain your health, your control of the body?
So, yeah, we will be playing as the Dark Prince for quite some time right now because there is no water for us to transform back.
Tick-tock.
So, that is pretty bad for us because we don't want to be the Dark Prince because, well, our health is always draining, and if it just empties, well, then we'll be dead, and there's way too much of a risk being Dark Prince, you know. Risk versus reward, the risks are not worth the reward. Anyway, I was just playing it safe there with the slow motioning the time. You can make that fall without the slow-mo, but it is rather tricky. In fact, this whole section here without slow-mo is really difficult because of how quick everything moves. It is all possible, and it is quicker if you don't use the slow-mo and just basically rely on good old skill in order to do it. But I just prefer being safe than sorry. So that's just me. So I did lose some time there, but
time
oh well.
Is fleeting. Time is something you have too little of.
That is very true. I do have very little time. If only I had some sort of sands of time. No? Okay. Right here, this little section is annoying because if you mistime it, you will get hit with the arrows, like that. So you do want to slow down time and then run across, because the prince will move faster than the arrows and he will be able to make it over. I think I accidentally interrupted the Dark Prince there. I think he just said, do you want a drink, or are you feeling thirsty, or something like that. Basically, he's just taunting us because he's a dick. He should be called the Dick Prince instead of the Dark. Actually, no, never mind. That's a horrible name. Sounds like something that would more belong in some sort of horrible porno. But ignoring that, this little section right here can be kind of tricky. Press Y or triangle to pull this section out, and then you've got to jump at an angle right here. And this bit is a very tricky bit because look at your health. It's really low because you don't have that much sands, and you need to make this section right here. So if you have like no sands there, it's really tricky. I made it look simple, but whatever.
Father's sword? But what is it doing here?
Oh, come on now. Did you really expect to find him alive? Even after everything you have experienced, still you hold out hope.
Oh, Father. What have I done?
What now, then? gather up enough sand, perform another grand rewind? Or perhaps you can return to the island and travel back to a time when he might still be saved. Maybe rescue a damsel in distress along the way.
No! You are right. I have been like a child. Naive and arrogant. Always rushing to undo my mistakes. Never facing the consequences of my actions. No more. I accept what I have done, and all that it implies.
What is this? You have no water? How did you...
You hold no power over me now. Begone. Retreat to whatever dark hole spawned you, and do not trouble me again.
You go, girl. Yeah, so now we are no longer the Dark Prince. We no longer have the Prince's darkness inside of us. We will be forever, you know, full of light, represented by our father's sword, because our father is here and he's making us all happy and stuff like that. Anyway, let's just give this a little quick save, and since that was all climactic and stuff, I think that's a good place to call it quits.
seem to like the light.
Also, that's something that's actually pretty bad. They made this whole massive critical moment about how the prince no longer needs the dark side of him anymore, except they didn't get rid of the tutorials, like notifications from the Dark Prince, like, oh, they don't seem to like the light. So that's just really weird. Anyway, on that note, thanks for sticking around, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and GG.